Piccadilly Press presents
The Last Storyteller by Donna Barba Higuera. Narrated by Frankie Corzo. Chapter 1. Lita tosses another piñón log onto the fire. Sweet smoke drifts past us into the starry sky. Her knees crack as she sits back down on the blanket next to me. The cup of hot chocolate with cinnamon she's made me sits untouched this time. I have something I want you to take with you on your trip, Petra. Lita reaches into her sweater pocket. Since I won't be there for your 13th birthday, she holds out a silver pendant in the shape of a sun. Its center is filled with a flat black stone. If you hold it up to the sun, its light glows through the obsidian. I take it from her hand and hold it up, but there's no sun, only the moon. Sometimes I try to imagine I can see things I really can't, but I'm sure a faint glow filters through the middle of the stone. I move the pendant back and forth. It disappears completely when I move it too far from the center of my vision. When I look back, Lita is motioning to an identical pendant around her neck. You know, she says, Yucatecos believe obsidian holds magic. A doorway to bring lost ones together. She purses her lips. Her brown skin wrinkles around her nose, like cracked bark on a tree. They shouldn't force me to go, I say. You have to, Petra. Lita looks away for a long time before speaking again. Children are not meant to be separated from their parents. You're Dad's parent. He should stay with you then. We all should. Even as I say it, I know I sound like a little kid. She laughs, a deep, soft chuckle. I'm too old to travel so far, but for you, Dios mío, a new planet. How exciting. My chin trembles, and I bury my head into her side, squeezing her around the waist. I don't want to leave you. Her stomach lowers with a deep sigh. Somewhere off in the desert behind Lita's house, a coyote howls, calling for its friends. As if on cue, the chickens cluck, and one of her fainting goats bleats. You need a cuento, she says, referring to one of her tall tales. We lie back, looking up at the night sky. The warm desert wind blows over us as Lita pulls me into the tightest hug ever. I never want to leave this spot. She points up at Halley's comet. From here, it doesn't look so dangerous. Había una vez, she begins her story, a young fire snake nagual. His mother was Earth, his father the sun. A nagual snake, I ask. But how can the sun and earth be parents to something part human, part animal? Shh, this is my story. She clears her throat and takes one of my hands in hers. Fire Snake was angry. His mother, Earth, fed and nurtured him, but his father, the sun, stayed away. His father would bring crops, but he also brought great drought and death. One very hot day, as sun loomed over the nagual, Lita waves her arm toward the heavens. He challenged his father. Even though his mother begged him to stay with her forever, the young fire snake sped off toward his father. Lita remains silent for a moment. I know the stall is part of her strategy to keep me in suspense. It works. Then what? She smiles and continues. With his tail flaming behind him, Fire Snake gained speed until he could not slow himself. But as he approached his father, Sun, he realized his mistake. His father's flames were far more powerful and stronger than anything else in this universe. The nagual looped around his father, speeding back toward his home, but it was all too late. His father's fire had burned his eyes, so he could no longer see. Lita clicks her tongue. Pobrecito.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?